Last time on the WizardCast.
Brian, are you okay? You look really worn down. What's going on, man?
John, I am. I'm so tired. I've been all over Dreamforce asking everyone I meet if they were the real person that booked Parker Harris on the podcast for episode 100. I haven't found them. I was sure that person would be here. I'm so tired. My feet hurt. I just want to lay down and go to sleep for days.
Oh, Brian, you should have brought that up earlier.
Oh?
I booked Parker Harris.
You did? My long life search is finally over. Thank the Lord. Now I just have to figure out what to do with you.
No.
No what?
No, I didn't book anybody. I'm sorry.
No!
And now the conclusion of the WizardCast.
I'm Brian Kwong.
And I'm Mark Ross.
We're Salesforce experts that love talking about technology and Salesforce.
We also love humor. Doesn't mean we're actually good at it.
In the Salesforce community, I'm known as the Salesforce Wizard, likely due to me wearing a wizard hat at Salesforce events.
And I'm known as Salesforce Yoda for pretty much the same reason.
You should see the ears.
We have a passion to help educate and entertain people.
So we've joined forces to create WizardCast.
We've got tips and best practices.
We talk with interesting people.
All mixed with quote-unquote jokes and humor.
Welcome
to the
WizardCast.
And I have Squire Kershner here who claims he has a joke.
Two fish are in a tank, and one looks over to the other and says, "Do you know how to drive one of these?"
As in fish tank?
No, like an army tank. Clearly, fish drive army tanks.
Oh, I don't get it. Tom here claims he has a better joke.
What do you call the Salesforce dating app?
What?
The Sandbox. You get together and see what develops.
It wasn't funny when I read it on Twitter. I can't claim it's funny now. But the person that dashed my hopes is John Graf.
Yeah.
From Now Shell Black.
Yes.
And where, John? Where are we?
We are in Moscone North. They gave us the big room for the Admin Keynote this year.
And it's beginning to look like they needed this big room. It's getting full. It's getting packed.
It's dwarfing what Obama did earlier today, for certain.
No, that's not true.
Okay.
I was in there. No,
I'm bad with numbers.
Yeah. You know, I know for the main keynote we were asking people what are they hoping to hear, what do they expect to hear. And I think that's really, really lame. To do for the admin keynote, because we all know it's going to be admin specific.
Right.
So I need to come up with a different question to ask people before the keynote. What do you got, John?
Like, what kind of question are we going to ask people? We need to ask them what their favorite confetti color is.
That is very stupid. Let's go with that.
Yeah. Yep,
so, Squire,
absolutely.
what is your favorite confetti color?
Is translucent a color?
No.
Then I'll go with blue.
All right, wonderful. John,
translucent confetti
your
is good.
turn to ask a person the stupid question.
Okay. All right.
Let's ask Francis. Francis?
Okay. Francis, we got
John
a
has a
question for
very important question for you.
Yeah.
All right. So, what is your favorite confetti color?
Confetti color.
Yeah. So many.
Orange.
Orange.
Yeah.
Good.
Why?
Why orange? Because I like fruit.
That does sound delicious. Are they serving oranges here today?
They were giving them out at lunch.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Okay. See, now I'm getting hungry. This is really fantastic.
You sound so fruity.
The food has been good actually this year.
Yeah.
All the food courts and stuff. I have to admit, they have pushed the food level up.
Now, I have to say, one of the many reasons why I like Francis is even though I'm the Salesforce wizard, he was an actual wizard double for Harry Potter.
Yeah, I was. My claim to fame.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
And if you want to hear more about that, you can go back to our backlog because Francis was a guest on our podcast, and I really wish I did my homework ahead of time so I could tell you the episode number.
It was a Dreamforce one because we recorded it here, and I wasn't here last Dreamforce, so it must have been the Dreamforce before, I think.
Yeah, so maybe 2017. It has Francis's name in it. Francis Radnip, right?
Francis Pinder.
Pinder.
Top of the line. Way to go, Brian.
You know, yeah, we'll just go with the fact that I am really smart that I'm automatically reading people's names backwards.
Or it's just my Twitter handle, and you just remember that.
Let's
go with that.
That's probably more accurate. Oh,
That's
and we have
fantastic.
the wonderful Alexander Level.
How you doing, Brian?
Good, other than I just mispronounced your name again.
It's okay. My wife is trying to change it. She thinks Lavelle sounds classier.
It does sound classier.
Yeah, so she's like, let's just go with that. I think it'll be nice for our new kid. But I'm very excited for this admin keynote. Einstein Search plays a big part in the first demo, and I just really wanted to check it out, all the amazing stuff everyone's doing for admins.
Okay. What kind of interesting new things have you heard about that you're excited to hear about?
Well, we just launched Einstein Search, which is a new intelligent way to search through Salesforce. It's really cool. We're seeing a big productivity lift for a lot of users. It's very exciting. It's in beta right now. Totally unpaid Einstein feature, which is very exciting. And it's prominent in this demo, so I want to see that. And I'm really excited to see how they tie it in, how my friend Josie has set up that whole first demo. I think there's a lot of cool stuff in it this year for admins.
Yay.
And that's important because sometimes the admins kind of come in and out of focus, and I think this is a good year to bring the admins really into focus.
Yeah, but I heard you have to have 150 licenses of Enterprise or something on up in order to be able to use Einstein Search.
Where'd you hear that? On like the WizardCast or something?
Yeah, some puny little thing from some annoying product manager who isn't standing right next to me laughing hysterically because I already know the answer, but you don't.
Well, that's exciting because that's last month's news. We've taken away that limit on the 150 licenses
See,
required.
how nice is that?
So you can sign up for that. If you have Enterprise Unlimited or Performance Editions, you're already provisioned for Einstein Search, and you can just go turn it on, lickety-split, right now today.
And is there a special URL people can go to in order to learn more about how to turn it on?
Yeah, check us out at sfdc.co/Einstein Search. Sign it up today.
Wow, that's
It's almost
really
like I
good.
set him up with it like I just went to one of his sessions
Yeah?
this afternoon.
That's
A
impressive.
little bit like that. Hopefully you had a good time. But it's just been a tremendous Dreamforce, and I'm really excited to see it. I want to bring a new product launch to every Dreamforce. I don't know why I didn't do this before.
Here's the question.
Lay it
What
on
is
me.
your favorite color of confetti?
Purple. I really like purple.
Purple.
Yeah.
See? Now, purple doesn't encourage me to go eat something like the last color, but
Grapes.
grapes.
That's a pretty healthy snack. You could do worse.
Yeah, well, you're right. My favorite flavor of soda is purple.
Yeah, and Skittles.
That's awesome.
Here's Mark Baseman. Mark Baseman also did the admin keynote last year, has taken a break this year, so he's much more relaxed. And we have a very important question to ask you, Mark.
I would love to hear it, Brian. Please, ask
All right.
away. John, go
Mark,
for it.
what is your favorite color of confetti? This is very important. Think about it hard.
Green.
But that wasn't it. That's a great answer. Why green?
Because I'm literally surrounded by green grass. There's green on the monitor in front of me, so I'm getting a lot of subliminal green. So green.
Subliminal Green.
Subliminal
the name of my
green.
high school punk rock band.
And we're going to talk to this gentleman before he gets thrown out of the keynote because he doesn't have a badge.
No badge.
Who are you?
I'm Michael Kolodner,
And
they told me to take it off. And I'm an MVP and an awesome admin.
he was the one who allowed me to ditch game night, even though I signed up for it and said I would come.
Well, I would like to think of myself as the person who organized game night.
That too, but it has to be focused on me. It's my podcast, darn it.
That's true. It is your podcast. We'll focus it on you.
All the same, game night is very important. You should probably
Absolutely.
stick
We
with
brought
it.
game night to the Obama speech and just had it in the aisles.
You had games in the aisles?
Zombie Fluxx. It was amazing. I should have sat down, but I would have been able to stand back up.
Shout out to Looney Labs. We played Zombie Fluxx in the aisles.
And Looney Labs, if you would like to sponsor the WizardCast, no, I'm kidding. Like anyone from there is listening, do you?
Yeah, I know that.
Hey, Michael, if you would like to sponsor, no, okay. So we have a very important question that we're asking all the celebrities.
Yes.
Here at the admin keynote.
Yep.
What's the question?
Super important question. What is your favorite color of confetti?
Of confetti?
Yeah.
I would have to say my favorite color of confetti would have to be gold.
Have you realized we have not gotten the same answer twice yet?
No, we haven't. That's
I mean,
fantastic.
gold confetti, what's more festive than that?
That's very festivus.
Rainbow?
Well, that's not a color.
That would
It's
take
my
forever to cut
podcast,
out.
my rules, buddy.
Fair. All right. Your podcast, your rules.
All right, let's go and talk to the shiniest person in the room. And the shiny person in the room has to be Steve Mollis with Dreamcoat 2.0, which he got during True to the Core from the product manager of Bling, Chris Duarte. So,
Bling bling.
Steve, we have a very important
Officer.
We have a very important question to ask you, and that is, what is your favorite confetti color?
I'd say Hiroko purple.
Roku purple.
That sounds like you're sucking up a little bit to the Heroku team.
No, I like it. I think it's a nice hue.
No, he is right. I mean, it's way better than Grimace purple. I would never do confetti in Grimace purple.
Hamburger.
Oh, hamburger.
Do you know why you would never use confetti with Grimace purple?
Why is that?
Because every time someone would see it, they would have a frown. Tip your waitress, people. All right. And before we get told to sit down and get in trouble, I have to ask the person who's currently an MVP, won't be an MVP much longer, the question. And that question is, Mr. Corey Snow, what is your favorite confetti color?
Purple for sure.
Oh, no. The purples are starting to take lead here.
3 purples.
Yeah.
Purple.
All right.
It's my best color.
But you're not wearing purple.
I know.
It's very regal.
I know, it is regal. Benioff has a purple suit, and it's very striking, and I wish I had a purple suit.
So, Corey, I know I said you're not going to be an MVP. You want to tell people on the podcast why?
I'm going to be joining the Mothership in December, and I will be Director of Instigation and Troublemaking.
Wow. Director of Investigation?
No, Instigation.
Oh, okay.
And
Instigating is fine.
And Troublemaking.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that a lot better.
Those are my first 2 V's and my V2 mom.
Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Salesforce has the best job titles.
I think so.
What are you going to actually do?
I thought it was in my V2.
He did put in a V2, therefore it is true.
Okay, I guess that's fair. That's fair. Jennifer Bowen, also known as my wonderful co-leader at the Madison Community Group Admin Community Group. Did I get that right?
Yeah, you got it right that time.
Go Wisconsin.
So, Jen, we have a very serious, important question.
Super important.
And because I'm done with stupidity, John will ask it for me.
Hi, John. Nice to see you again, John, while you're
It has been a
hitting
while.
the cough button there.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing. So, the question for you, Miss Jen, is what is your favorite color of confetti?
Blue. Salesforce blue.
Salesforce blue. Seems like it should have been the number one answer. Let's see the board. Number one answer? Oh, sorry, there's no board here.
Ding, ding, ding. There is a board, and there is Salesforce Blue up there because the Salesforce logo is on there.
That makes sense.
So I'm kind of surprised that the two of you didn't answer that your favorite confetti color was black since you work for Shell Black.
Shell Black is not a color. He's more of a concept.
Character.
Yes, exactly. Like a cartoon character. Wait.
It's okay. Shell does not listen to this podcast, so really dig in and tell us what you...
It's actually Shell Black Green.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically. I don't know the hue.
It's F2 small j 742.
I hope Bonnie's checking this.
Yeah, of course she is, because
For
I
us.
know my RGB codes. Who doesn't?
And since now that I just gave free advertising to shellblack.com, I have to say I work for betterpartners.com, and if you would like to work with another partner other than Shell Black, talk to... No, I'm kidding. Yes, come talk to me, please.
Yeah.
Please, pay my salary so I can spend money on the podcast.
He needs podcast money.
Yeah. So the other things I'm going to say before we sit down is that Charlie Isaac is sitting here, or standing around in a sparkly unicorn outfit from head to toe.
Yep, I'm getting one for my daughter.
And I took a picture, so I'll post it up on the website, thewizardnews.com, if you want to take a look at it. And now everyone's clapping and getting all excited. So we're going to end this, and we'll come back with a retrospective.
So this is John on the WizardCast, but really missing all the fun and excitement from CloudForce Collective.
Yep. All right. Jim, roll the commercial. Mark, roll the commercial. John, what did you think of the keynote?
I think this is one of the better ones I've seen in quite a while. I was really excited.
I'm sorry. Awesome admin keynote. I forgot. So they did 3 stories. They always seem to do 3 stories. As Parker said, it seems like Monty Python.
Common pattern.
So, did you have a favorite?
A favorite new feature that was coming?
No, a favorite Well, did you have a favorite story?
Oh, sorry. Yes, favorite story. Sure, Steve when what he did with the features on the fields in the Lex layout.
The
dynamic fields.
Yeah, dynamic forms.
Yes.
So you can control which fields show up when.
Add and take fields away depending on filter criteria. I love that. That is my favorite thing. I've been promising it to users and clients for a while now.
Yes. I've been waiting 3 years for that. I'm excited to see it, and can't wait to get it.
Right.
You know what my favorite part of the keynote was?
Was it me?
You want to guess what my favorite part of the keynote was? Since I'm wearing the shirt,
they made a reference to Flonatics.
Flonatics, number one. It's Flonatics.
I got it wrong.
Trademark 2008. Yeah, they not only did they say the Flonatics. That actually wasn't my favorite part, though. I love it. And if you want a Flonatic shirt, you can find it at thewizardnews.com/shop. No, it was the flow. The flow stuff. I particularly liked the scheduled flow because you don't see a lot of examples of scheduled flow right now.
Scheduled flow is a big deal. I've heard a lot of people asking for that on the floors before.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things to be interested about it. So their use case was to schedule flow to basically grab the new leads and add them to a campaign to send notifications of the new leads, but only once a week.
Only whenever you needed it to.
Well, once a week.
Right.
It was weekly.
Okay.
Not whenever you needed to. It was once a week. Did we see the same demo?
I saw the same exact demo. But, it could be more than a week. It could be once a month.
Yeah, or it could be just once, apparently. It just said once as an option.
Once was okay, you're going to schedule
I'm not sure why
something
you would schedule something once.
On February 13th, 2024, I need this flow to run.
I can think of a lot of times where women have scheduled a date with me once.
Oh. Well,
only once. I'm so glad I'm finally married.
Cheers,
honey,
to that.
if you happen to listen to this, I love you. You know what we should do, Corey? We have an important question to you.
We do.
And if we were really good, Mark, we would put this in the front with all the others.
And now a short word from our editor.
But what's your favorite confetti color?
Ooh, lime green.
Lime green.
Lime green. All right, that one's going to go onto a box all by itself.
Yes. Well, Mark, that was your coworker, so now you're obligated.
Hey, Mark.
You're obligated to actually put it in the very front of the podcast and not in the end of the podcast.
No obligation needed. Community is more important than I am.
Thank you, Corey. And we're walking past Charlie in the spectacular unicorn outfit. Charlie, why are you dressed like this?
Well, I'm dressed like this because I told everybody if I met the contribution goal on Merivis Vets, and by the way, we made the goal, but you can donate more if you want, even after it. How? You go to the Merivis Vets, just Google search for Merivis Vets, and you can either search for me too at Charlie Isaacs, or you can just donate to any of the vets. Just donate. It's a great cause. I've already made my goal, but just donate some money to Merivis. It's going to help fund their next cohort. And it's really a great cause, helping vets and getting them onto Salesforce, teaching them admin skills so they can be certified and thrive in the community.
That's
Thanks
fantastic.
for asking.
That's great.
No, thanks for doing that. I have to say, I love the outfit.
This is radio, so they don't really know that I'm wearing a unicorn outfit, but I'm not really. Maybe I'm not wearing a unicorn. Oh, they could probably look on Twitter. It might be on Twitter.
I took pictures. It will be on the website.
Oh, no. Okay, well, thanks for doing that.
Yeah.
My kids are going to be so jealous that I got to have a selfie with a unicorn.
My grandkids are going to expect me to wear this every day when I see them now.
Yes.
Okay, I will leave you alone. Get out of your hair.
All right, I see someone I have to say hello to. One of my all-time favorite people. And because she might be going through withdrawal right now.
Absolutely.
The great, the wonderful, the only Gillian.
Hello there, Brian. How are you?
Oh, I just got shivers. It was like I was listening to the Salesforce Admin podcast.
I almost fell over.
Wait, what's that?
Oh, there goes the ratings. There goes the ratings.
Well, it's been a while, but yeah, I'm taking care of my new little baby, and then I'll be back in March. So stay tuned.
Congratulations, by the way, on expanding your family.
Thank you.
Your immediate one, not the Ohana.
Extended Ohana, right? Yeah.
Have they gotten any badges yet?
No, he's 15 weeks.
Not
so
even
not
iron-on
quite.
ones?
Oh, he has plenty of Salesforce onesies already. That's true. So half of his closet is already Salesforce.
So we at the WizardCast and my substitute Mark Ross here, John Graf, we have a very serious question where we're asking people before the keynote, and we don't want to lob a softball question at you like, what was your favorite part of the admin keynote?
Right.
Instead, we're going to ask you the very serious
Dead
question.
serious. Tom
from
Clancy
the pre-keynote.
level seriousness.
And that was?
What's your favorite color of confetti?
Oh, I think I'm going to have to go with pink.
Pink?
Yeah.
Pink.
That's new.
That's a new one.
Is that new? What did other people say?
Purple, green, orange.
Yeah, that's...
Well, multicolor isn't a color, but I like pink because it like pops on the blue. It looks really fun.
Okay. I do have a follow-up question for
Yeah.
you, for your young one here. Have you thought of or have you built any sort of dev org application to help track any sort of things?
No, I haven't, although I know that there's already an app like that exists.
Babyforce trademarked Brian Kwong 2012.
Yes. Well, maybe I'll hit you up if we're losing track of things. But so far, I can barely even keep up on my personal email, so it's a lot of babiness.
Well, that explains why she hasn't been responding to me for the last...
Yes, that's why, Brian.
4 years.
That's exactly why.
One of the things I'm really proud of about the admin keynote was that one of my local user group members, Andy Schmeekin, ran the demos. Andy, you want to say something before you leave?
Thanks for coming. It was a blast.
You did an amazing job.
You did.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It was a lot of work. It was an experience that I never thought I'd have, and it was really great to show all these great features for everyone.
That's fantastic. Real quick, favorite color of confetti?
Gold, of course.
All right.
Only in the second go. Hi, Justice.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
I came up on you and you were talking to your kids, and I didn't get to share this with you. I was in Moscone West, and I kind of saw you out of my peripheral vision, and I turned to say, Justice! And it was a cutout cardboard of you.
I was like, when did I miss that?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So, all right. You want to say hi to the podcast listeners?
What's going on, Wizard Podcast listeners? This is Justice Sikakani.
And you probably heard him from a previous episode with Justice. So we had 3 stories, that one about productivity, one about delivering innovation.
Yes.
And, oh my goodness, I forgot the last one already.
The theme of the third story was...
I should really have taken more notes, or any notes.
I took some notes. I also doodled a little bit.
I did take pictures. I could be looking back at my pictures. If I was a professional podcaster... One, I would be making money, and lessons, right. But I thought it was a great keynote. I really like the admin keynote. Usually you just see a lot of stuff that has already been done, but they did show things that are about to come out, or some sneak peeks, like the ability to get your Lightning Optimizer report directly in the app, no more PDF. That's going to be great because it means you can sort through it and find things really, really fast.
Right.
The other thing that I thought was really great, we already talked about, which is that dynamic field visibility through dynamic forms.
Right, absolutely.
Again, a Lightning-only feature, so if you haven't transitioned, you're going to want to transition just for that. And then the other thing that they showed that I thought was really interesting
was the Lightning usage reports?
Yeah, the Lightning usage report, which I use constantly for our customers.
Right.
I have to do a throwback because he's here and convenient. Ben, I have a very serious question for you.
Very serious.
Mr. Ballypew, what is your favorite confetti color?
My favorite confetti color is green.
Green.
Right.
Green.
That's interesting.
All right, so survey says that there's actually 2 greens now.
Well, there's actually no board now.
No, there's not.
Because we left the keynote, so there's no board.
But last time I used this bit, I said there was no board, and you said there was.
There was a board.
Oh,
it was
my
a
goodness.
TV screen, and it had the Salesforce logo up, so the blue was perfectly valid. Keep up here, John. Mark's able to keep up with my antics. Come on. This is why you will never be a great podcast. I can't do that with a straight face. I can't. I just can't. I'm sorry. I should be nice. I really like the CloudForce Collective. I listen to it once every 9 months when a new episode comes out.
You're so sweet. It takes 9 months to create something amazing and spectacular.
And if you're talking about procreation, yes.
I've always wondered if I'm Walter Matthau or if he's Jack Lemmon.
Oh, she's on the phone. I don't want to bother her, but I have to do this because we'll just stay awkwardly at her. But
I've always noticed that standing there mumbling into a microphone is not creepy or weird at all.
No, it's definitely not creepy or weird, especially when the microphones aren't actually plugged into anything.
Right.
Maybe we should have done this after I had plugged in the microphones.
Oh no.
Oh. So we're live at the awesome Admin Keynote. Let's pretend we haven't. No, I'm kidding. Of course, we plugged it in because if you didn't, you wouldn't have heard the bit. Unless I actually did it, and then we redid the bit.
Hello, WizardCast listeners.
Yes.
Yes.
And so I want to extend the offer. You're welcome to come on the WizardCast anytime you want to. Talk about whatever you want to.
What do you all want me to talk about? We can do it. Let's do it.
You do so much.
I love talking.
You do so much. I don't know.
Well, think about it.
So maybe, like, with all the great community stuff that got announced this morning, maybe those things are coming out. That sounds like a great thing.
That is. It's a great thing, and there's still stuff taking off. And what the community, one of the things I'm definitely want to talk about is, like, how can we have a common thread amongst all the different community groups? What is our common mission? Because we're so strong together.
Yeah.
We are so strong together, and what is the impact we can make is really powerful.
I believe it's advocacy, increasing people's potentials, as well as simply having fun.
Well, yeah, and here's the thing. I would disagree on increasing people's potential because I think everybody has something there. It's bringing it out.
Yes, I misspoke. Helping people reach their potential.
Yes, there we go. So helping people shine their own light.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Because here's the thing. We're not giving people anything they don't have, right? People already have it. It's just helping them bring it out.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. That's a great topic.
Yeah.
Or you could come on and talk about your favorite video games.
I like that. Or my favorite Broadway shows.
Oh, even better.
I love
That's
it.
a CloudForce collective type topic. WizardCast does productive things involve the Salesforce community. You do fun stuff.
We are inclusive of everything, Wizard friend.
The terrible joke here is John Graf actually does CloudForce Collective, which is a different podcast.
Oh.
And he's stepping in.
Well, I'll do that one too.
He's stepping in to co-host with me because my normal co-host, Mark Ross, works for Salesforce and couldn't come.
Oh, okay.
So we just had to barb each other.
No worries.
So as we leave, I can't say we're walking up the escalator.
As we escalate out of the building.
As we are being escalated out of the building because we apparently are doing something wrong.
Right.
And not just on an escalator. It's punny, but it doesn't work in a audio-only format. Do you have any closing thoughts?
Yeah. Actually, I was looking for something to kind of build me up for this Dreamforce. As I leave, I remember over the years past, I leave San Francisco with great inspiration. And I don't feel like I really got that until today, whenever I saw Barack Obama speak, and then I saw the Admin Keynote. And those two things frosted my cupcake.
I'm not quite sure what that means. It sounds delicious.
It is delightful.
I would say when you're saying feats of inspiration, all I can think of was Men in Tights and the scene where they're chained together. Oh, what we need are great feats of strength. And but obviously that is not really apropos to this podcast, and it's funny for you, and I probably shouldn't make it into the show. But knowing Mark, that will make it into the show.
Well, he's a huge Mel Brooks fan. All Mel Brooks references stay.
Is Mark a huge Mel Brooks fan?
I have no idea. Mark?
Are you a huge Mel Brooks fan? Feel free to chime in here, Mark, anytime.
Yeah,
I'm listening. I'm waiting.
Waiting.
Oh, he's not responding.
He's probably taking a nap.
Okay, so, now that we're done with the last full day of Dreamforce, we still have Friday.
Yes, Friday.
A half day. And I intend to take full benefit of that day.
Sure. Some big sessions, some swag hunting you're going to be doing?
I plan on hunting down product managers personally.
Oh, that sounds like a fun little gathering.
Yeah, I got my tranquilizers ready.
Yep.
And no, I don't. That'd be terrible. Please don't ban me from the meetup. Maybe I should delay the release of this just to after that meeting. Okay.
Right.
Normally we do 3 of these.
Right.
1,
2, 3.
1, 2, 3. For the 3.5 days of Dreamforce. We're only doing 2. The first one, which you probably already listened to if you're listening in order, and this one. And so, I hope you found this particular episode a lot more entertaining than what we usually do, which is just us rambling for a couple hours. And
I kind of like rambling for a couple hours.
I do too, but, I am a rambling man, and I've listened to your podcast, which was what again?
It is the CloudForce Collective.
Which is a lot of rambling.
It's about 300 hours if you include Its predecessor.
Yes. But with that, I will say WizardCast is produced by Brian Kwong and Mark Ross, directed by Brian Kwong and Mark Ross, technical administration by Brian Kwong and Mark Ross, script writing by Brian Kwong and Mark Ross, audio editing by Brian Kwong and Mark Ross, website maintenance by Brian Kwong and Mark Ross. And our intern this episode was
John Graf.
And if you want to be an intern, you can follow us at the WizardCast_pod on Twitter. You can also share pictures of us that you take at Salesforce events like Dreamforce. Just make sure you share it on social media and tag us so we don't forget to add you to the list. If you have a joke, interview suggestion, or any other comment, you can let us know by leaving a voice message at 608-492-0321 or email WizardCast at the WizardCast. Or I'm sorry, I screwed up my own email address, and it's even in the script properly. WizardCast at thewizardnews.com. And you know what, John?
What's that?
We do this thing called Exchange Highlight. Are you familiar with that?
No.
Oh, well, it's right here in the script.
Okay.
It says, and eventually we'll do another idea exchange highlight. And
okay.
Right? So
I got old man eyes. And eventually we will do another idea exchange highlight. What ideas do you want other people to know about?
Basically, it doesn't even have to be your idea. It could be any idea. And if you get it early enough, we will go to the idea exchange per people and see if we can get the product manager to come to comment on it. And you can tell us by going to bit.ly/idea highlight, all lowercase, to submit an idea to us. And don't forget to subscribe to the WizardCast, as well as, I guess, Cloud Force Collective.
You could.
And you can receive our episodes automagically.
Please post reviews on Apple Podcasts, a.k.a. iTunes, and share this episode.
And you know what? That really helps everyone suffer just like you suffered while you were listening to this. You can even find a link. All you have to do is click the link in the show notes to share it to Twitter. But, once again, I'm Brian.
And I'm John.
It says Mark.
I was thinking about saying Mark. Should I say Mark?
You can say Mark.
And I am Mark Ross.
No, you're not. You're John Graf. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, I thought you pre-recorded that once and then just threw it in, slapped it in at the back end every single time.
No, John, because we're professionals. We have a high-quality standards here at the WizardCast. I read all our outros all the time. We never pre-record us. Just like the music that plays after the outro and before our introduction is always sung by me. Bum, 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 bum. I can't actually do it, but pretend I did.
Let's see. Mine is like... You're listening to Cloud Force Collective.